Plaintiff Nikita White says the defendant is her aunt, but they were always very close because they're close in age. Nikita says she and the defendant often party together. But one night after the defendant agreed to be the designated driver, she got drunk and crashed Nikita's car. So she's suing. Defendant Sylvia Lawson admits that on the night in question, she had a few drinks, but insists she was not intoxicated. However, Sylvia believes before they left the last club, she was roofied because she blacked out while driving.
All right, let's start with you.
Well, a little background on me and myself, myself and Sylvia. We grew up together. We're very close in age. Her mom is my grandmother. We partied together a lot, but things got out of hand on November 10th, 2013. We were getting dressed and getting ready to go out. I said to Sylvia, like, who's gonna be the driver because I'm not driving? She proceeded to say she'll be the designated driver. We proceeded to go out. The first club we went to, she drove and everything was fine. We went along to the second club, everything was fine.
How many drinks did she have at those clubs?
I really wasn't counting.
She can't remember.
After we left the second club, we proceeded to go to the third club, the Indian club that night. When we get to the third club, it's around like 6 o'clock in the morning. I responded to her and told her that I was gonna go sit in the car because I was ready to go home. When I got in the car, I passed out in the passenger seat of the car. But when I woke up to a telegram pole and the airbags out in my car.
You weren't injured, were you?
I wasn't injured at the time. No.
Good, thank God. How about you? If that happened, were you injured?
No.
Okay.
When I got in the car, I passed out in the passenger seat of the car. But when I woke up to a telegram pole and the airbags out in my car.
You weren't injured, were you?
Plaintiff Nikita White says the defendant is her aunt, and one night after clubbing, the defendant got drunk and crashed Nikita's car. But the defendant insists she was roofied.
Why don't you tell me what happened that night?
We always like go out, have fun, drink. I'm usually like her bodyguard because she usually drinks.
No, she has a Napoleon complex.
She usually drinks what?
She drinks more than me, so usually she gets drunker faster. So I'm usually the one that's less tipsy, so I'm like always watching her back and stuff like that. So
can't handle her liquor, that's what they call it. She can't handle her liquor.
Exactly.
Yeah.
I'm a lightweight too sometimes. But the night in question, we were, usually when we go out, we catch a cab, but I think the cab company must have like pictures of us or something because like we call from that phone number, they won't send a cab to the address anymore because she always gets us kicked out of cabs. She left that out. So like 3 times we've been kicked out of cabs on the way to the club. So
you all don't have children yet, do you?
Yes.
How many do you have?
Just one. I have one little baby.
One.
How old are they?
My baby is 1.
How old is yours?
13.
That's a fine example you're providing. Go ahead. And I hope by the time your child is able to observe mom's behavior, she won't
well, we learned a valuable
recognize
lesson.
that mom is a drunk that goes out every week and a cab won't come to see it because she's too drunk and runs into poles. Why don't we get to that part?
Okay. Well, honestly, we did go, and when I said I would drive, I would drive. I was going to be totally sober, but I was monitoring my own drinking. I wasn't like throwing them back at the clubs. I was fine after the first 2 clubs, but after we left the third club, I was a little like, I felt weird. I think I got roofied. Well, I'm pretty sure I got roofied in the third club. I'm pretty sure somebody put something in my drink because I usually don't. I wouldn't black out.
What is the purpose of a roofie?
A roofie?
Yes.
I mean, we're hot girls. They probably were trying to like take us home or something.
Did anybody walk up to you to take you home?
No. Well, I don't know.
Well, did you see what you just said?
I mean, no.
All right, stop the drinking. You haven't been drinking today, have you?
No.
Because what you just said doesn't make any sense. So they just felt like dropping a roofie in yours and walking away?
Well.
Got it. And so what happened?
So I proceeded to get in the car. When I got in the car, she was already in the passenger seat. So I got in the driver's seat. And I really don't remember anything else except her waking me up like, dude, you hit a pole. And I was like, it's okay, I'll start the car. And she's like, no, you can't start the car. So we had like a little argument right there. And then I looked around and she was gone. So she proceeded to like walk away from the scene of the accident, and a police officer came and I was in the car, and I don't remember, he was like fussing at me or something. I remember that. And then he left, he got in his car and left, so.
Come get me, and she stole another car.
So I left.
She stole another car?
Yeah.
Is that true?
Well, yes, I borrowed it.
She stole the car.
I told you I was
What do you
Roofie.
mean borrowed it? With their permission? With someone's permission?
No.
Okay, well you stole it. What profession are you in?
Well, I have my own business.
What do you
We're
sell?
in the hair field, so I just sell hair.
You steal hair.
Sell.
Oh, okay. Well,
Yeah.
I know you like to steal, so I was just wondering. You steal cars. If you steal cars, you're likely to steal hair.
I was Roofie.
I got you. I know.
Seriously, that's
I know.
totally out of my character. I've never been in trouble before.
I know. The Roofie made you steal a car too. I know. They do all that. I know.
It was like a video
All right, ma'am,
game.
please tell that to some lightweight guy that you date. All right, or that you meet at these clubs. I'm not the one. All right, let's hear from you, ma'am, about how she owes you $5,000 for a breach of contract.
Right after the accident happened, we both went to jail that night. So after we both get out of jail, Sylvia do work for me. I have my own hair salon. She sells hair for the hair salon. She said that she would take responsibility on getting my car fixed. We actually had the car towed from the tow yard to the company that she recommended because she was going to pay for the damages on my car. I have an estimate here that shows how much my car the damages was done is around like $22,000. My car is actually valued at like $25,000. And I have a promissory note as well where I wrote the promissory note and she signed the promissory note saying that she would pay for the damage.
Let's see it and let's see the car.
These are the pictures of the car.
What ultimately happened? Police report filed,
I have a police
prosecuted, sentenced, or what happened with
No,
the
this is a police report here. This is the estimate from the car dealership she recommended.
Total
This is
the
KB
car.
book, and that's the promissory note.
Total. Anybody spend any time in jail for this?
No, her case was she settled for a lower sentence. So her case was pretty much like just a misdemeanor, and my case was dismissed.
Okay. Because you were determined not to be a driver at all, right?
Yes.
I usually don't. I wouldn't black out.
What is the purpose of a roof?
A roofie?
Yes.
I mean, we're hot girls. They probably were trying to like take us home or something.
Did anybody walk up to you to take you home?
No. Well, I don't know.
Well, did you see what you just said?
Plaintiff Nikita White says the defendant is her aunt. And one night after clubbing, the defendant got drunk and crashed Nikita's car. But the defendant insists she was roofied.
What do you say about this $5,000, ma'am?
I did sign the promissory note, which I was drinking at the time that I signed it.
Still getting drunk afterwards?
Yes.
Even after going to jail, and tolling her car and risking you all's lives. Back at it, back getting drunk.
I wasn't driving.
Gotcha, but you were drunk again.
I wasn't drunk. I was drinking.
Oh, that's what you just said, I thought.
I'd say I was drinking.
I thought you said drunk.
No.
Oh, okay. Well, then what's the defense just because you were drinking?
Well,
Nothing wrong to have a drink or two.
I was drinking, and I'm pretty sure I told her at that time that I wasn't going to pay her any money. I had charges.
Why'd you sign it then?
Because she harasses me. Like, it would never stop. Every single day, I would have to hear about this every day. If you read the promissory note, I think it says something about my second born child, which I don't mind sharing custody with her. Like, but $5,000, that's just steep. I have like $4,000 to pay back.
Second-born child, if I promise to pay the total of them to your car, or I'll pay my second-born child. Why would you say something like that?
Because if I can't have kids, I want another kid, and she can have it for me.
Yeah, I'm gonna invalidate this that contract. You all play with each other. Go back, get drunk, play with each other, embarrass your kids, embarrass yourselves. Have a good day, ladies. Your case is dismissed. This is an invalid contract that is illegal to win a child. Goodbye.
They're going to pay me my money one way or another.
Well, I'm just glad I was glad it's over. I just want to be friends again
Maybe one day.
after I pay you the money.
Yeah.
Rude.